Here's something we don't talk about in the pro-life movement very often that we should. It's actually really important and really key to bringing abortion to an end. That important element is prayer. With God, all things are possible, is what it says in the book of Matthew. With human beings, with us, we are not capable of all things. And I think we sense that often in the pro-life movement when we assess what are the threats out there in the culture and what do we need to be addressing, how do we need to work on that, how can we strategize and fight to end abortion, and our strategies are important. I think sometimes they're God-given. However, I think we're missing out on one of the most important and most powerful ways to make a difference for the unborn when we don't even think to turn to prayer. I don't know about you, but I dare to dream of a world, the entire globe, being free from the violence of abortion, for there to be real change to where every country concludes that each child deserves full legal protection in the womb. And I think the way we get there is through prayer, is through bringing our requests before God, that he would work justice for the oppressed unborn child. It talks about in the book of Psalms how God is a father to the fatherless. And the unborn child is someone who really has been orphaned because they've been abandoned by their mother and by their father, and they're just being offered up to the abortionist to be destroyed. And God's heart goes out to these children who have been orphaned in a really unique way. And we can make a difference for these unborn children, not merely through practical action, which is so important, like cyber counseling or working in the pro-life movement or doing various kinds of volunteering. Those things are important, but we need to make sure we don't miss out on the very important form of advocacy that there is through prayer, because God cares about the preborn. And when we pray for them to be saved from violence, that really is praying in line with his will for human lives to be protected, for image bearers who he made and he created intentionally with his purposes in mind for that person, for them to be safe from harm. Satan loves murder. Satan loves when children in the womb get killed through abortion. And he loves to see people who are made in the image of God being brutalized, having their skulls crushed and being poisoned in the womb through the abortion pill. And it's something that the enemy loves to see. There's so many great forces of darkness around the issue of abortion. So when we pray, we're really advocating in the spiritual realm that God brings an end to oppression of valuable humans in the womb. Abortion is not just a physical act, it's also something that has an impact spiritually as well. And there's a spiritual war to kill preborn humans. So remember in your pro-life advocacy to pray for life, to pray that God saves the unborn, because he's so capable. With God, all things are possible.